Hello. It's been a while.
So this is when we get kicked off YouTube.
It's actually been the most while. This is the longest we've ever gone without uploading an episode. So
sorry.
Yeah, if you are someone who's somehow watched every single one of our videos and you were just sitting there like fucking waiting,
jonesing.
Yeah, congrats. I doubt that though, because these are mass-produced but with love.
And now you get to bust.
Let's put it that way. Now you get to bust, because this one, we wanted to make sure this one was special, and it's as special as it can be. And yeah, so it's been a while. My name is Xavier.
And it's the big daddy, a simp named Slickback, David Bean.
It's been here a while.
That's our good friend Bryson.
And Marshmallow's in Court.
Yeah, Marshmallow's in Court.
Or the artist formerly known as Marshmallow.
Right, yeah. And as you can tell, we are naked. We are censored here because don't want to get kicked off by Susan.
I'll send you the unedited files, Susan, if you want.
Yeah. She doesn't let this on YouTube. She's got kind of a stick up her butt and a dildo somewhere else. Let's put it that way. And
oh, shit.
What?
I just figured out where somewhere else was.
Wait, what?
I just figured out where somewhere else was. I was counting holes.
Yeah, it's in her mouth. She's sucking the dildo.
Yeah.
And
that's why she has to type instead of talk.
But yeah, Marshmallow, he's not actually in court. Ian, he's 69ing
nice
with a man right now. He let us know. There's nothing wrong with that. Just let everybody know. That's what
it's just specifically it's an ugly man.
Yeah, he said I got a 69 with an ugly man, so I can't record it. We said, dude, what the hell? We were trying to record this for like almost 2 weeks, and he's just like, hey man, I got a 69 this man. And that's what happened. No, he's actually celibate. That's why.
He's selling a bit to these ugly ass dudes.
He's selling a bit of his 69 to dick. No, he was like, yeah, I can't be anywhere near that episode because I'm celibate. I made a pact with God. He's not planning on being a priest or anything. He's just like, I will never sin.
Yeah, he's just shy.
Ever. He
didn't want his body compared to mine.
That's all. Yeah, true.
Thank you for being brave.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I think both of our dicks are pretty nice. And I think
I'm told I have a pretty cock.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen celibate boys, and no one will ever see it except him, his doctor, I guess his parents at one point when he was a baby, which it's probably the same size as then. And then God, I guess God sees his cock, especially since he has this pact with God.
Yeah, he shows it to him every night. He goes, God, why?
He 69s with his Bible every fucking night. Yeah, so that's where he is. We tried our damnedest. We were like, dude, come on, like you're in your mid-20s now. Sex, isn't something to be scared about. And he just said, I won't sin ever. I'm not cool, and I'm not gonna sin.
Yeah, he will smoke crack though, apparently.
Yeah, he's gone on record saying that he's never smoked crack, but we've definitely caught. Smart. I don't know what the fuck.
And is lying not a sin? I thought lying was a sin. It's lying.
I've never smoked crack.
Put your finger in your butt, and hitting cats.
He told me, yeah.
Those are the 7 sins.
And he told me one time, he's like, yeah, I fingered my butt to the Bible, and I was like, what? And he's like, just kidding. And I was like, good, because that would have been a double sin, dude. That would have been, you're stacking sins at this point.
Dude, that's why he likes going to hotels so much, is so he can do dirty stuff with unique Bibles he hasn't met before.
But never
well-traveled Bibles.
Listen, folks, if you live in Illinois, never ever touch a Bible in a motel or a hotel.
You think he's sticking to just Illinois, bro? He's traveling all over. He's driving out of state to put these Bibles in his butt.
He's hit up every single fucking Bible that, like every hotel possible.
Mostly Holiday Inns. That's the one to avoid.
That's crazy that that's still like a thing. That every hotel room comes with a Bible. That seems insane. Do you think like the inventor of hotels struck some sort of deal with God, just like Ian has? Did Ian invent hotels so he could make the deal with God to put the Bibles in there? so that he would have safe havens all over the world to put that to 69 that Bible.
I only know about there being Bibles in drawers. I don't open drawers when I go to a hotel room. I keep things out of my suitcase. I only know about them because there's an episode of My Wife and Kids starring Damon Wayans, and his daughter wants to have sex with this boy, and they go to the hotel, and then the boy opens up the drawer and finds the Bible and tells the Damon Wayans Jr. that's when he decided to wait to have sex because he thought it was like a sign from God. It's a good bit.
That's really funny.
Yeah,
That's
and then
really
Damon
funny.
Wayans and his wife just have to keep their mouths shut.
I'm not putting my shit in drawers in hotel rooms.
No!
Because there's probably like cum in the drawers.
Ian's comes everywhere.
Yeah, all in them drawers. He 69's the drawers because the Bible's in there. And but what if you find something like $100? I'm not. You don't need to put your clothes in to find the $100.
That's fair.
You just pop them open, just see, look for $100.
I'm
Look
just
for
not a nosy person.
$200. That's your room.
No.
It's your what? It is.
I'm sleeping there.
Some people are doing more than sleeping. Some people are 69ing the books of our Lord and Savior.
I'm staying on my first Airbnb this weekend. I'm opening every drawer in that hoe.
That's worse. Much worse.
So much worse.
But you gotta like expect that, I guess, if you are turning your whatever into an Airbnb.
Right. Nobody's gonna leave money in the hotel, but people might leave money in the house.
Are you-
Also, if they leave money in the hotel, it's probably for housekeeping.
Are you allowed to have? Yeah, but in a drawer.
Well, it just might have gotten misplaced,
Yeah.
confused.
Do you think you're allowed to have sex in Airbnbs?
I'm gonna find
I'm gonna
out.
Search that. Well, not can you do it? Are you allowed to? Like, you think there's like some certain rule with? Because Airbnb is a company, right?
Well, it's like
Airbnb sex.
a
I'm just gonna search
service.
that.
They like sanction the rentals because they're just owned by like people.
Yeah,
lot
but
of
like it's like Uber.
Yeah.
Almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there are
Um,
rules.
Is it okay to have sex in? There's no official Airbnb policy saying.
It
you
sounds like
can't
it's
have sex
okay.
in Airbnb. There's an article here that also says Airbnb is being used for hookups from Business Insider.
That also makes a lot of sense to me.
Oh, I can hear my Airbnb hosts having sex. So they're there. And you're also seems like something that you just maybe be like, you know, we need the money to have an Airbnb, maybe not fucking blast her when the guest is in the guest bedroom touching your
No, I say blaster. Or you just stick a pillow in the mouth of whoever's louder.
Oh, well,
Because,
yeah.
ladies, you know I'm the loud one. You know Davey be moaning.
He's screaming like a fucking blonde Tarzan.
Yeah. Ah! That's what it sounds like when I come.
Yeah.
I won't imitate what it sounds like when Ian comes. It's gross.
Yeah, and it's a lot. It's every night. And
There's snarling involved. Have you heard that? The snarls?
that almost makes me think that that's some sort of demonic episode,
Oh.
and he's like the human left in him is trying to 69 with the Bible in order to dispel the demon within his blood and his loins.
I thought it was just like pentacle or tentacle porn, but maybe it's Pentagon pentacle porn.
Okay, yeah. I wonder
Yeah?
if you think tentacle porn's okay with God. Just like, yeah, as long as there's some sort of tentacle in it, it's fine. There's tentacles.
Ooh.
There's tentacles in the Bible? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what the rules about tentacle porn are, because I guess it's not really like. Well, I don't watch tentacle porn, so I don't know what it's like. Can we pull up some tentacle porn and watch it on?
I want to do a whole Rule 34 fight for the Patreon, where everybody compiles their worst Rule 34 they thought possible.
I can have some Day of the Tentacle Rule 34 then.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sure that exists.
I'll do
Probably
it
not
then.
a ton.
I'll save it.
I'm sure that there is some of
Dude,
that.
there's some of purple and green going at it.
There has to be.
And there's one of purple getting in. There's Edna for sure.
Yeah, not probably not a lot. Probably not as much as the principal from Fairly Odd Parents.
It's too much of that.
Yeah, Principal.
You shouldn't have that saved. You shouldn't have a specific hard drive just for that.
I don't have a hard drive. I just have one video on I have one picture on my phone, and then I have a video of Bryson looking at that said picture. And yeah. But yeah, Rule 34. I've never understood that. I think he might have a children's Bible, so there might be illustrations in it. So there might actually be technically Rule 34 to him.
Of children?
No, children's Bible is in illustrations.
I don't know.
Hey, I've never seen the Bible. Obviously, I'm not gonna touch that motherfucker and open it. I'm not gonna fucking peel them pages apart.
Yeah. We
But
always did.
yeah, there's a chance it's no. Yeah, he fucks a Bible. That's that, folks. That's that's all you gotta know about that.
When he gets to the Noah's Ark portion, he puts 2 of each finger.
2 of each
butt.
finger and his 2 of each and 1 of each toe. Up in himself. He
Yeah.
puts his toes in the Bible.
Yeah, he puts little strings on his left hand, so those are the girl fingers.
And fuck
The hair.
he shuts the Bible and then opens it up, he spreads it a little bit, and then he sticks his toes into the side of the Bible.
Oh, you know how he feels about toes.
Yeah, especially with toes and Bibles. Yeah.
Oh, what else? What other sexy stuff should we talk about?
I got a couple of things I wrote down that would be worth just bringing up because I think they're pretty funny. Remember when Ted Cruz favorited stepbrother porn on 9/11 of all days? There's videos where they're like, yeah, there was a staffing situation. One of the people that ran the account accidentally did that. And it's like, how the fuck do you accidentally do that? That means he's following somebody who's retweeting like the sexy posts, like because there's all those accounts that are like sexy posts that's like
I think a lot of them are gone now since the Twitter purge.
That makes
But
sense.
there's still some, for sure. I still see some horny people on Twitter.
Yeah, get rid of Daquan, get rid of fucking the sexy posts, get rid of
All 30 Willy Wonka account, or Willy Wonka, Will Ferrell parody accounts.
yeah, whatever, the Dory. I think it might have just been Dory.
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of those. Get rid of sexy Dory. Get rid of World 34 Dory.
No sexy Dories.
No sexy Dories.
You can be a honky Dory, but you can't be a sexy Dory. But yeah, no, I assume Ted Cruz was just trying to like it on his burner account, and
Accidentally did it.
yeah, I love when people's burner accounts get found. It's so funny.
That makes sense that he would have a burner account.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. And I wonder what would have happened, because I don't think anybody really defended that besides, like perfectly the people within the Ted Cruz administration. But, like, can you imagine if, like, Trump accidentally did that? If Trump accidentally fucking liked fucking fake stepdad porn, and then...
Or stuck porn. I bet Trump watches stuck porn.
Because there would be people trying to justify that. And they'd be like, he's a human too. And be like, don't do it on Twitter then. Also, it's just weird to be that publicly horny at any capacity, any person, no matter what your status is, just that horny on Twitter. That just seems like almost like, I guess, because you can just have like straight up porn on Twitter. It just has to have the fucking blacked out shit where you have to click to view it, right? Pull up a porn star's Twitter, dude. I bet fucking.
My phone's all the way downstairs.
I bet. What porn star should we pull up?
Let's go Alexis Texas. Let's go with the classic.
I can always guarantee that there's real porn on there, and you just have to be like, yeah, I want to.
I don't know, man. They all got OnlyFans now. They're not giving it away for free anymore.
The porn stars? I don't know if she
Yeah.
has a Twitter.
No Alexis Texas. Try Janice Griffith. I like her. We gotta get a porn star on here.
That'd be interesting. I can't tell if he's.
Can that be my next project? Find a porn
definitely
star to come on the podcast.
Yeah, these definitely aren't real. Janice Griffith isn't on here. It doesn't look.
What? I've seen her Twitter.
Unless there was there porn.
I don't think so.
Janice Griffith parody. Janice Griffin. Janice. What's like a very famous porn star? Let's do Riley Reid. Because if anyone's gonna have it, it'd be her. Do these
Riley
people not
Reid.
there we go. It's her sucking the banana. Let me find one that's blacked out completely. There's no way these porn stars have OnlyFans. You think so?
Yeah, for sure. Bella
Yeah, I
Thorne's
guess
got an
they do.
OnlyFans now. She's ruining the whole thing.
You just think that would get like leaked immediately.
Well, she didn't post any nudies.
Oh, this one wasn't even blocked. This
Oh,
this
wow.
one's just right there.
Yeah, Twitter's wild.
But like Instagram wouldn't let you fucking do that. And
No.
that almost seems like something like for Tumblr to be that horny on a social media, I guess. Even on a burner account, it's just kind of like, I mean, obviously there's a market for it, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was that was one of the funniest like mistakes ever.
Yeah, I just don't need that shit popping up on the same thing I get my fantasy football advice from. Which, by the way, Scott Miller, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass, but we can move on from that.
Yeah, beat his ass and then fuck it. No, that's sexual.
Yeah.
If you fuck his ass, that would be sexual.
What if I? Never mind.
If you put if you Vaseline up a football and fucking shove that shit in his ass.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, what if I'm trying to punch it and he Charlie Browns me and I accidentally fuck his ass? That's not sexual. That's just a friendly
Or
accident.
your toe goes right in his ass when you
Ooh.
go to kick. We learned about that. Toes do go in asses and Bibles, and I'm sure vaginas. But yeah,
The big three.
those are the big three. Footballs too, except you need a pretty big Bible for a football. You probably need like an old Bible that's like in a museum that they have to like wear gloves to turn the pages on because it's like that old. It's gonna like break.
Yeah, the pages are so crusty from people's cum.
Probably one specific person's cum, but yeah. Well, do you think
Oh, what if we did a National Treasure with Ian trying to steal that Bible so he could jerk off into it?
the first Bible?
Yeah.
The original Bible.
Yeah, the King Jesus edition.
Was it King James?
Well, no, he's a basketball player.
There's a Bible.
No, it's the King James version, just like the famous version.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
it was like Book of Eli.
That's a Denzel movie.
Yeah, Book of Eli has Ian coming in a book, and that's the movie. But yeah,
I can't believe we got Denzel to play Ian in that.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's okay. But yeah. What else with the porn? I think that was all I had to say about being horny on Twitter. It just seems very wild, I guess, to just be that horny on a social media. That like, yeah, fantasy football, and you're getting your ha-has. You know, there might be something like someone important, very serious that you're following, and then it's like Riley Reid getting her ass fucked like right next to it. Like, well,
Yeah. Plus, I can only follow 420 people on Twitter. I gotta keep it at that exact number.
right, but it's limited. You contacted Twitter and said set a limit on my account. Don't let me fucking go over this limit.
Well, it's like I just can't get too horny because when I follow a booby account, I gotta unfollow a news account, and then I'll be uneducated.
That's how it was for Xbox 360. You can only have like 100 friends, and it was like I remember like Shane would have so many friends. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, hang on, I made some new friends. I haven't talked to them in a while. Let me remove them and I'll re-add you." What the fuck? What?
Dang, friend.
Yeah.
Shane, kind of a friend of the show, it seems like.
Yeah.
Deleted and then re-added friend of the show.
Yes. At least he has had sex with things beyond a Bible.
That's true.
Um,
Shane fucks, bro.
Shane fucks, not books, and that's a fact.
We gotta send him that clip. Just like 3 seconds.
Yeah, just out of context, just nothing but yeah, dude,
Nothing but Shane fucks.
books. Oh yeah, we yeah, man, we mentioned you on the show. It was great. But yeah, Ted Cruz definitely looked up porn of stepbrothers and sisters on 9/11 of all days. Never forget. And I also wrote down Ditto from Pokemon and how
Would I fuck Ditto if it turned into a human?
would you fuck, well, it would turn into you.
No, not necessarily.
If it saw you and it's just you two, or what is you're gonna have to be in it.
You're talking video game Ditto. I'm talking anime Ditto. We are not the same.
So an anime Ditto, it can turn into anything. It's like an Animorph.
Well, if it sees it, it can turn into like anything it sees or anything it has seen. Really, it can just. It's very flexible with the transformation.
Anything it has seen.
Yeah, because it turns into humans. It like turns into Ash.
But he's like right there, right?
Yeah, and it's got the dumbass Ditto face.
Right.
I'm gonna say it doesn't necessarily need to turn into me.
Okay, it turns into
I can just show it like a cardboard cutout of whatever lady I'm feeling.
Okay, fine. Let's go with that then. Not Not the Pokemon like.
Yes, I would fuck myself for sure.
No. So not the Pokemon game Ditto. Ditto in real life. It sees the hottest girl. What like? I guess if you could have sex with one girl, anybody, who would it be?
Oh man.
Sorry to put you on the spot with this big $1 million question, but
I don't know. I don't want to objectify anyone.
which is okay. Then we'll just want not necessarily the most hot, just like.
I don't know. Let's say Janice Griffith again. I like
Janice Griffith. Okay, but it has the Ditto face.
Yeah.
It's the 2 dots on
Yeah.
the fucking.
Yeah.
Exact same body, exact same everything.
Oh, rocket body. I'm into it.
Cause Ditto, it can't speak. Does it wait? As people, does it go Ditto? Does it like say shit? The anime Ditto? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Oh man, I kind
It's been a while.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while. I don't want to like look that up on the computer because I feel like that'll get us claimed. And also, I'll have to change the censoring. Ditto anime talk.
Ditto anime talk.
Ditto trolls Team Rocket.
I feel like it can talk, maybe, but it might have been somebody else talking and it being there.
Oh, it makes a very weird noise. That's Jesse. Get ready.
I fucked. Never mind.
It's that noise.
Yeah. If it's making that noise,
that's the noise that Bible makes. Yeah, but the Pokemon in the game Ditto.
they don't even say Ditto.
What?
They don't even say Ditto. Pikachu don't even say Pikachu.
Oh, in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want the soundbite of Ditto, just whatever noise the Ditto soundbite is. But no, I'm saying in the Pokemon game, Ditto is like there's no way that they like didn't think about that. You know what I mean? Like what? There's no way they didn't think like, oh, this is like not okay to make this like the literal whore that almost everything can reproduce with. That's the noise Janice Griffith's making.
Yeah.
With that face. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. I pulled a couple sexual things from my big list of just random topics to talk about, and this was on there along with these other ones, and it was just like that. Just no one thought about that. Like, hey, maybe in a kid's game we shouldn't make like a sex slave, but like it is very important. Like it's very important to have that. If you're breeding Pokemon, it just seems very strange that that was what they landed on, and we're like, yeah, that's fine, because yeah, I mean, I guess that probably also taught kids about birth to a certain extent. All of a sudden, eggs are showing up. Like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. Also, games would be annoying if you couldn't breed without Ditto, bro. They'd be a pain in the ass.
They would be. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very vital, you know, like there's no other real way to do it, but it's just crazy that that's what it is. It's just like,
well, and it can't even have been created for that. They just figured that out in Gen 2 because Gen 1 didn't have eggs.
Yeah.
So they were just like, fuck, we need something that goes with everything. And Ditto makes the most sense.
It had daycare, but it was just one, right?
Yes, and it just raised its level. It doesn't even raise your level no more.
Oh, is it just for breeding?
It's just for breeding.
That's weird.
We got 2 of them now for some reason.
So there's 2 daycares that are just for breeding, so you can have 2 Ditto sex slaves going at once.
Yeah,
that's
put both to work.
So they leaned way into it.
Mm-hmm.
They went right into the Ditto is a whore. But yeah, I just thought that was
the
insane.
Poor Ditto's wife is a whore.
They forced it to be a whore. It's poor little Ditto. I mean, I'm sure most of the Dittos are probably like, fuck yeah. Because I'm sure Dittos have very open minds in terms of looks and what looks are okay. But yeah, that's my I think that's about it on Ditto.
If you had to fuck an alien, what alien would you fuck? Any alien.
Like blinking on aliens. Probably nothing in Men in Black.
No, those are pretty icky aliens.
I feel like the go-to one is like the Star Trek lady.
Green girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
The green, what is it, Gamora? And
yeah.
Gamora is pretty solid.
You like green.
I do like green.
Yeah.
I don't know about them gold people though.
I like the main gold lady. She's hot, actually. That might be my pick.
She's the bald chick from Doctor Strange, right?
No.
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 What do I search? Gold lady. Gold lady from Guardians of the Galaxy. Gold lady. Rule 34.
I'm
No.
blanking on the name, but the actress in Doctor Strange is like a big deal. The bald lady, the Grandmaster.
Oh yeah, this is not. She looks a lot different without the gold. Doctor Strange, bald bitch.
What's her name? This is gonna bother me if I don't know it.
Ancient one.
No, I know she's an ancient one.
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton. She's a big deal. She's in
Yeah, the bald lady is Elizabeth Debicki.
She's in a bunch of like Coen Brothers stuff.
Okay. They just with the gold makeup, she looks a lot more like bald lady, and you can't see gold lady's hair 'cause she looks bald because she's wearing a gold crown thing. Yeah, I'll get back to you if I can think of any more. I'm like blanking on aliens, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Gamora.
I like the girlfriend from Scooby-Doo Alien Invaders.
Okay. So you're to Rule 34 a little bit.
No, that's just
Does she have tentacles in that eventually?
No, and it's not tentacle porn. It is Japanese because they did give that one to the Japanese studio.
What about the?
It's just anime.
What about the Fairly Odd Parents with Mark? The one weird one. I can't think of what they're called. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
I am Mark.
Mark Chang.
Yeah, Mark Chang.
I would not fuck Mark Chang.
Is he Asian? Is Mark Chang Asian? No, not her. The girl that's trying to fuck him, Princess Mandy.
Oh.
That's a girl.
Yeah, I'd smash.
That's a girl. I'm assuming they're adults.
Yeah, probably.
The rules might be different in space. Space sex laws are probably much more primitive and barbarian-esque, especially on Mark Chang's planet. He's being like forced into that marriage, but is that almost like a
That's just royalty, bro.
Is that like an arranged marriage Asian thing for his name to be Chang and he has an
thinking
arranged
more of
marriage?
like a medieval kingdom like power struggle marriage because he's not like a commoner. Like even in like South Asian countries and other parts of Asia, I'm not that smart, but I know a lot. Primarily in South Asia, everyone just gets arranged marriage for the most part.
Yeah, but I think the goal is to
they have arranged marriages.
I think the goal is to like find top-notch people for your kid.
Yeah.
Right. So like that's what it almost seems is like one.
But this is to like unify kingdoms. I'm pretty sure, if I remember my lore correctly.
Oh, so Mark Chang specifically makes a war because he won't fuck.
Yeah.
Princess Madeline or whatever.
Yeah. Princess Mandy.
Mandy, yeah. M-A-N-D-I-E. So Mandai.
Oh, even hotter name.
It's even hotter because it's a little scary.
Yeah. If there's not violence involved in my sex, I don't want to do it.
You want to get punched in the face?
Well, preferably not the face. This is the
You don't want to get a little
moneymaker.
A little bloody schnoz there in it.
No, I need my bruises to only show up on episode 69s.
Is that blood coming out of you or my nose? That's what you'd say. You get punched in the face and then go down.
Is she punching me in the face with her pussy? Because that's allowed.
Then she punches you in the face and then you go down on her and you go, oh, wait, is this blood from my nose or from your pussy?
Oh. I got you.
Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know if I'm into violent sex. I don't know if that,
I know you're not.
Getting punched? You gonna get punched in the face, dude, and get punched in your pussy?
I said not in the face.
In your pussy, then?
My pussy?
You're punched in your asshole?
No, not in, just around my asshole. Just the cheeks.
Punching, not spanking.
No.
Punching cheeks, like when a butcher hits meat with a hammer, it gets it softer.
Yeah, it's just making my ass in general more malleable.
It's tenderized.
Yeah, tender.
It's with them fucking little hammers with all the points.
Right, and that's the peg. The peg is the only thing that's going in the asshole. No fists. I need to snap back.
That would fuck you up. Just getting hit with them little tenderizer hammers. It's a good weapon. That's like almost scarier than walking up to a fight with a can opener. My mom always told me, like, if you're ever in like a big ass brawl, show up with a can opener. Just like a like a little hand one, because like there's all those sides and edges and shit, and it just shows you're crazy. You're gonna beat the fuck out of them with a can opener and like pinch him with it and shit. So
crazy.
Y'all can have that one, folks. You just bring a can opener to a brawl and it'll probably break up. You probably won't even have to fight anymore. And if you do have to fight, you can hit them in the face with a can opener. So you kind of.
And if you have to run, you can throw the can opener at them while you run.
Yeah. Or alternative, you could start praying and fucking a Bible. Praying to a Bible and fucking a Bible.
That'll scare them off. Fight, flight, or ejaculate.
This. I might be getting too obscene here, but
it's our show. It's our show, and we're naked, and we'll do what we want.
You think Ian takes a rosary and like cuts off the circulation of his dick?
No. Oh, I thought you were gonna say it just like breaks them, uses them as like anal beads.
No, I was thinking because one time when I was in like junior high, I looked up like how to make jacking off better, and it was like take a rubber band and like get it real tight around the base of your dick, and I don't know. I don't recommend that. That's not.
Don't take any of our advice on what to do with your dick on this show.
Don't tie it up with rubber bands or anal beads or rosary beads.
Yeah, we're not doctors anymore.
Yeah.
Since the incident.
Dude, speaking of doctors, I have on here doctor. Do you think anybody has ever gotten a prostate exam, not really realized what's happening, and then straight up try to fight the doctor? Like, turn around like, you son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have trusted modern medicine.
Sure,
and
they've
just,
had
like,
some poor reactions.
Just squared up with him like, hey, and he's just like, you son of a bitch. You told me this wasn't gonna hurt. Like, and it might, maybe the anger is from them, it just awakening something.
Hey, bro, I ain't gay. I ain't gay.
The fuck? They're just like, well, your dick's rock hard and you're coming right now. He's like, dude, I'm gonna beat your ass, boy.
Yeah, here's what I picture. I'm gonna play the doctor and the examiner because I don't want to role play sexual things with you. No offense.
That's fine.
So I'm the doctor. I'm scrubbing up, and it's bloop, and now I'm the guy who gets blooped, and I go, oh, fuck you, doc. I ain't gay. What the fuck, bro? Oh, fuck, my pants are ruined, doc.
The doctor, that would be like the most, that you would just be like really freaked out at first, like, god damn, because that's had to have happened also. I mean, maybe not
Oh, I'm sure there's some moans. I'm sure there's a lot of moans. I'd moan.
Well, maybe there's a situation where they can't get to it right away.
And they're fingering around.
They're rooting around, and they're like fucking like.
Just aim for the belly button, doc.
Yeah, and they get it finally, and that's when it does it, and the dude's like, what the fuck? But like the reaction of the doctor would be like, oh great, we got another comer. But then like immediately anger and violence, like, you son of a bitch, you should not have awakened that within me. Now I'm 3 times as homophobic.
And the Grinch's heart, or the Grinch's homophobia grew 3 sizes that day.
The Grinch's prostate grew 4 times that day because he didn't let the doctor examine it.
That's why he's so angry.
But yeah, that's had to have happened before.
It happened to him on Christmas. That's why he hates Christmas.
The doctor's like, fine, I guess I'll be open on Christmas because I'm so backed up. I'm so booked up.
Trying to do a good thing.
And then that happens on Christmas, and that's your only customer. And it's in the middle of the day, so you gotta like be there like the whole day. Oh man. Doctors are nuts. I always hated getting like a physical. I always had a girl doctor though, which was sick. When I got my physicals, because it was like basically like hell yeah, like
getting little hand jibbers.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like it was a hand job. They were like, we gotta check if you can get a hand job by a doctor, and that's when I did it.
There was one time in middle school where we all had to get like sports exams through the school. You just like paid $10, went through the line. They just did like a quick reflex check, and then you go in the room with the doctor private, and they just like ask you a couple questions or whatever. And I got the hernia test and the turn and cough.
Yeah.
And then I talked to my buddies about it when I was done. I was like, yeah, dude, the doctor's hand was super cold when they, made me do certain head and cough. They're like, what are you talking about? None of us did that. Nobody else I talked to got their balls touched by the doctor. No one else got a hernia test except me.
Do you think maybe they were fucking with you?
I don't know. That doctor was my neighbor.
We're gonna need you to think really hard here. Anything else happen?
I don't think so. I had other incidents with that neighbor, but not sexual.
Did you have weird sex ed shit in like high school?
I think it was pretty normal sex ed shit.
I remember in
When did you first have sex ed stuff?
5th grade,
Okay, same.
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's insane. Like a whole class in the music room. And I remember I think I was in band at the time, and I quit band very quickly because the band room overlooked recess. And you had to go to band on like Tuesdays and Thursdays during recess. So you just had to watch your friends play while you played a xylophone. And it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like kill myself as a 5th grader. Like I can't watch, like especially as like a 5th grader, just like watching all of your friends play and just being like, oh, I'm playing drums. Plus I signed up for drums and it was like 1 drum. I was like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be like 19 drums. But anyway, we watched.
Who are you, Neil Peart?
Yeah, like I needed like the 19 drums in 5th grade. I thought I was gonna shred a fucking Rod Tufkrill solo.
Instead, you were boom.
Real quick, also in that music room, this is great. Jarrett.
Is it sexy?
It's not. It's a little, yeah. Jarrett, who's sexy. He is on our A Squirrel Got in the House episode. Check that out. Not a sexy episode. That was an upsetting
messy
episode. Yeah, Keith, let's get this fucking roof fixed. And we all this is so fucking funny. We all had to bring, or we didn't have to, but for music we could all bring in a cassette. And the cassette could be anything we wanted. Do you know this story?
I know this story, yeah.
I brought mine in and it was full of like songs off Albino Black Sheep, and it got eaten up in the tape player and ruined the tape player, so no one else could bring anymore. But Jarrett brought one.
Of course you ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, I ruined it with everyone with like a tape. I like worked really hard and sat there and recorded all of these fucking like funny songs for 2005 off of Albino Black Sheep, and then it just like played 10 seconds in front of the whole class, and then it just was like just ripped it up and ate it and just destroyed it. I never got my tape back, and it ruined the thing. I asked her like 2 years later, and she's like, yeah, it ruined everything. But Jarrett brought in a CD, and it was fucking, or not a CD, a cassette, and it was one song, one singular track, and it didn't start right away, so there was like a little bit of like a minute of silence before the song actually started, and then just immediately fucking a horrible recording, like he hung a mic, stuck a mic up to like a radio of Temperature by Sean Paul.
I got the right temperature, I says you from the start.
I'm assuming that's a very sexual song. I'm sure it's full of innuendos.
Wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I forgot about that line. Yeah, that's definitely a sexual song. So yeah, he played that. As a 5th grader, that was Jared's favorite song. And he liked it so much, he decided to share it with the whole class.
I really liked that song, too. I had a favorite player on the Tigers who had that as his walkout music. Alexis Gomez.
Did you would have liked it in 4th, 5th grade?
Yeah.
Right when I think it was been when it was like brand new. But also the best part about the fucking the best part about that room, this is all tangent from sex ed, was the move it, scoot it, do it. The
usually Marshmallow moves it before the episode for me. I'm just okay with it anywhere.
Yeah. The sex ed that we had in 5th grade in that room, they just put a video on for us, and one line of it stuck out for some reason to this day, 15, 16 years ago. And me and Austin, not Austin that's been on the show, Austin who will be on a future episode, different Austin. He remembers it very well too. That's the only other person that might have been in there. And it was just like talking about just dicks and talking about, it was like a very 5th grade sex ed video, but we just remember the one line where it just goes, in a really, it was a woman's voice, but in like a really robotic cadence out of nowhere at the end of one of the things. She's like, remember, there is no average penis size. And it was it was just like, all of a sudden it just sounded like a robot took it. There was just like weird spacing between her words. And it was just crazy to hear that in 5th grade. Just remember, there is no average penis size. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to go out to recess, bro. Like,
It's crazy the stuff we used to listen to back then, man. Black Eyed Peas, Let's Get It Started. Before was Let's Get It Started. That shit was a banger when I was in the 5th grade.
yeah, released 2005. Okay, yeah.
I'm big part of my 5th grade.
Oh, like.
Let's get ignorant.
Oh, I meant temperature. I bet. Let's get it. Let's get blank.
Let's get it.
Let's get
up in here. That was my Fergie.
Yeah, the was it your Fergie?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd fuck Fergie.
I'd fuck Furby.
Furby?
Yeah.
Furby's an alien, right? You want to change your answer on that?
Ooh, if we can go like, I'm thinking like, okay, so I'm sure somebody's taken Furby and made it like a Rule 34 thing.
Of course.
The L'Oreal bottle. Woo, dude, that L'Oreal bottle as the hot woman with double D tits.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, it's an alien. If you saw a woman with a L'Oreal bottle fish face, you'd be like, "Oh fuck, that's an alien." You wouldn't be like, "Hello."
I'd be squirting like a L'Oreal bottle. You
Hello.
squeeze too hard.
No tears.
Some tears.
Depends on how hard I squeeze.
You know that's no tears. It's no tears. It's not gonna tear your hair. If you put that shit in your eye, you're gonna cry.
Yeah, I do remember crying as like a little bitch when I got that in my eyes as a kid, and being like, "Oh no."
It's no more tears. They played us all.
This is a horrible tangent, but
You can talk about crying during sex because I'm here for it. I'm here for
that's even a more horrible tangent. Remember, buddy Ian? Buddy Ian was telling us. Wasn't he telling us that he had somebody that he knew somebody that jacked off with toothpaste?
I do.
You
I
do-
know.
you
One
do-
of my best friends in high school.
Jack up with toothpaste. I guess is there anything horrifyingly weird that's not toothpaste that you attempted or at least thought to attempt?
Buddy.
Because I think shampoo might be like the weirdest thing I've ever tried, and it was kind of like if it gets in your dick hole, you're gonna cry.
Yeah. I don't think I've done anything like particularly.
It was in rehab because everyone in rehab said you got to do it, and they were also like you also have to wear like sandals in the shower because it's like jail and everybody's just dropping loads on the shower floor. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think I ever jerked off with anything particularly gross. The worst is probably just when like I don't have anything. I gotta spit.
So you not shampoo, not toothpaste.
I've used body wash, but body
That's a
wash
little
that's like
different.
for jerking off.
Is it if you get body wash in your dick hole, it's gonna burn like a son of a bitch? I'm sure. So I guess maybe certain body washes. If I get some Old Spices up in my dick hole, it's gonna be an old spicy dick hole right there.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like I guess I can't say the name of the company.
Why we're not sponsored?
Well, and the homeboy's dad works for.
Oh yeah.
So I won't say the name of the company, but that one I jerk off with all the time. Sometimes not even in the shower. I'm just like, oh shit, I don't have anything. I'll walk downstairs and get a handful, and I'll just walk like a fancy little waiter I am. Well, used to be. And I'll just walk upstairs and hope nobody sees me. And then I'll just lay down and, jerk off till I come on my belly.
Yeah.
And then I go take a shower.
Oh, I got two good ones. Here. That made me think of that. So in rehab, I've been to rehab. I don't know if I've ever said that on the podcast before, because pills are really fun when you're in 10th grade. And in rehab, it's very weird. I honestly would pay, if I could get like a fly on the wall footage of some of the shit, like if I could hand pick some shit to get like fly on the wall footage of like instances happening in the rehab, I would pay like $1,500, because like that would be on its own hilarious and then amazing to adapt into a TV show. That'd be a good TV show, just like a sitcom in like a children's rehab. a high school rehab basically.
Yeah.
So like this shit that it could happen is so funny. But the two most sexual things I'll just say really quickly, or I'll just say them. And the first one that's less crazy is there was like a sex ed person there, and you like went to them at one point, and there was like this weird area that was like all offices, and there was so many offices, so many, and they were all like empty. It was so weird how many extra offices were on like the second or third floor of this building. And you went into the sex ed room, and it was just like this lady, she's probably like 45, 55, somewhere in there, and she just like talked to you about like sex basically in this very dimly lit room, like more dimly lit than this, no windows. So you're just like, and you've been there for a long time, so you're like horny obviously, and it's just very too intimate for just this one-on-one with this lady.
She jerks you off?
No, she doesn't jerk you
Oh.
off. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I wasn't thinking that happened at all.
The doctor I've gone to jacked me off. Not her. She was. I don't think she was a doctor. I think she was just somebody's mom. And but no, it was just very intimate. And then you got condoms at the end of it. But it was like you could have only been there for like a week, and I probably went there maybe like 2 or 3, 4 weeks in, but you just had to have condoms then. Like, and you weren't like supposed to have condoms, but like you just had condoms. Like
They're giving you contraband.
yeah, they gave you contraband, and then like you were supposed to like give them and put them in your box, which had like your phone and everything in it, stuff that you like weren't allowed to have. And you were supposed to give it to them to put that in there, and you just easily couldn't. And I don't think anything really bad happened with the condoms. It was just funny that they just like gave you, and they were all like flavored. Whenever you get free condoms, they're like banana flavored, and it's like, what the fuck?
My school never gave me condoms, bro. It was always abstinence.
My school didn't give me condoms either.
Yeah.
And that and one NA that I went to were fucking the only places I've been given free condoms. They're all flavored. It was like, these must be like not as good, like quality wise,
No.
for them to be like, these are the free ones. Always.
Were they colored?
I think so.
That's icky, bro.
Yeah.
I've never used a not clear condom.
I've always, and yeah, it seems weird. And I've had some experience with like a red or a yellow one, and I'm pretty sure it fucking like broke like before I could even like really get going. So like they're not.
I hate condoms.
Yeah. You'd think that they would have like fixed them by now. But then the other thing.
They have, bro. They have female condoms. Females just don't want to wear them
Yeah.
because they're selfish. And then I'm a gross person for not wanting to wear a condom.
I don't even know what a female condom would look like.
Oh, I saw one at community college for the first time.
Have you seen the fucking, not a female condom, like the female like anti-rape things with like, it's just like this weird thing you put inside you, and then when the wiener goes in, it'll just be like, it won't actually like touch any flesh. It'll just be this like pocket that has this like plastic pocket. So basically you just have to have like a dildo in you. But then when the wiener goes in, it's a hollow dildo, and there's just one big needle.
Oh, so it's kind of like teeth.
So it just like, well, and then also in teeth, like speaking of teeth, there's ones that are like, in not just one needle, so that one, the needle just like goes into your dick, and then the other one is it's it's all teeth like this. So when you go in, you go past the teeth. It's like putting a light bulb in your mouth. But when you pull out, all of the teeth go into the sides of your dick, and then it comes out with your dick. So it's like locked on you, like fucking, like when
That's incredible.
when people's hands used to get locked in, like when they're pulling the fire alarm.
But it's like
that. And
a
then
pair of like dentures looking.
No. It's like all teeth going like this in a spiral. So when you go in, it's like, what the fuck? But then when you go to pull out, boom, like how a tire like thing works, and it just it comes out with you and it's just on you.
See, I was picturing like,
so then you can't get your dick back in.
you know, like the chattering Joker teeth, like those teeth. I was
just like biting it off.
I was just picturing one of those coming out of someone's vagina onto a rapist.
It's just a small creature, and that's how it is. That's how it eats. It just needs like one dick every once in a while, and it lives for like 30 years. But yeah, this is all. That's a tangent from fucking. Okay, the better rehab story is there was this kid. I don't know if I should say his. I'll say his first name.
No. Make up
No.
a name. Give us a name that rhymes with.
I don't know if there is one.
Just make one up. Put a J in front of it.
Twent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Twent. Twent was like the youngest, or not the youngest, because I think the youngest dude that I was ever there, I was like 15, 16 when I was there. I think the youngest dude that I was there with was 13. I think Twent was like 14, and he always oh, okay, I remember exactly now. We would play spades, and when we'd play spades, everyone would pull out underneath the table what they're betting. So it might be cigarettes if it was real crazy. It might be like snus or chew if it was real crazy.
Condoms.
Yeah, condoms, which condoms were kind of like money. It almost like, because money was like king, even though it had no meaning. Like $2 was like worth everything in there, just because everybody knew that the $2 was worth everything. So if you had $2, you could get anything, but you had to give a lot for it, even though it's just like $2. And there's nothing you could spend the $2 on besides other contraband, you know. But like people be holding up fucking food that they stole, like good snacks, like packs of Oreos that they didn't eat. You know, it was nuts. Some of the shit they got bet. And one day we're playing it, and he pulls out fucking just like rubber gloves, and we're all just like, "What the fuck? Nobody wants that. Where did you get that?" And he's like, "Dude, outside the gym, when we leave the gym and we line up, there's a spot on the wall where there's just like rubber gloves like in the wall, and like there's a spot where the box goes in, and you can pull them out, and there's no like nothing blocking it. Whenever nobody's looking, I just grab a bunch of these." And we're like, "Why do we want rubber gloves, bro?" And he goes, "Cause you go in the shower and you put shampoo in them and you fuck them." And we were just like, "What?" And he's just like, "Yeah, dude." And we're like, "That doesn't sound like great. Like maybe at first, but like you're gonna get shampoo in your dick hole." He's like, "My shampoo doesn't burn." And it was just like, "Oh, all right, dude. Like, that's something else. Nobody wants the rubber gloves." And he's like, "Fine, more rubber gloves for me. I'm more more pussy for me, sure." And it was kind of like, "All right, fuck you, Twent." And then he comes out one morning. We're about to go to like the first class or whatever, and he goes out to like one of the fucking counselors in front of everybody, and he just goes, "Yeah, and he was like a pretty bad kid." And he reminded me a lot of
Twent.
like he just didn't give a fuck. And he reminded me a lot of, I'll name another name with it, Twaniel. He reminded me of Twaniel, a little younger version. And he goes up to the counselor and he just goes, "Yeah, I just went to pee and cum came out of my dick." And they were like, "What the fuck?" And they thought he was just like being a little dickhead. And they were like, "Shut the, like, you know, you're in trouble." And he's like, "No, I'm not joking. Like, I went to pee and like a good amount of cum came out at the end." And they were like, "What the hell?" So they sent her to the hospital with this one Mormon fucking counselor. I'll say his name. I don't give a fuck. Todd. Twad. Fucking Wad. Wad fucking comes back with it. It's just so funny. He was like the most holy Mormon dude. He had like 7 kids. And he just had to bring this dude there who just peed and accidentally came. And then he fucking... You weren't allowed to jack off in rehab. You got packets when you did stuff bad. I set the record for most contraband found in one person's visit and most contraband found at one time. We stole a lot of food. We had a lot of cranberry juice. We had a lot of food.
But what was the name of the masturbation packets?
There was no official. I think there was an official name, but the name everyone said was a whack it packet.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, you're gonna get a whack it packet. That's what everyone always threatened at each other. Because people would like, that was like the ultimate embarrassment, was like, haha, you got caught jacking off, get this kid a whack it packet. So normally you would get that, and I don't think anyone ever did, but he got a doctor's note that he was allowed to jack off as much as he wanted, because he probably got shampoo in his dick hole from fucking the glove so much that the shampoo had some weird effect and got in there and made it so the cum was just coming out. So he needed to get
all the shampoo.
That's what they said. That's what the
Wow.
doctor said, because he told him. He said, I've been jacking off with shampoo and rubber gloves. And he didn't get in any trouble. Or no, I think he did get in trouble for stealing rubber gloves, but was able to had a doctor's note to where he could jack off without rubber gloves from then on out. But yeah, that's the story of Twint and
The legend of
the
Twin.
legend of Twint and the rubber gloves and the soapy gloves. But yeah, do you got anything else that might be
No, we should probably wrap it up. I'm getting a little bit of shrinkage going on.
that was shrinkage? I'm
Yeah.
getting a chub, so
We're definitely done.
I'm talking about them gloves, and I'm thinking about them gloves, man. These gloves better fucking chill, dude.
We should probably just go without saying anything, though, right? Like when we're done with sex.
Yeah, just like so are you gonna get an Uber?